proves Von Karma was shot, makes a noise when metallic objects are near. My God, it's still in his fucking shoulder. There's no shot. Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So over at Twitch, I play the game live. Every Tuesday and Thursday we go live from 7 to 10. While I was playing it live on Twitch, number one thing was we made it to day 3. I unfortunately had my mic muted during a good portion of it, and I lost a lot of progress because of that. I lost a lot of progress because I wanted to be able to actually publish the video instead of just going over and recapping it. So what you're going to see in this video is me going through the investigation day, or the trial and the investigation day that follows again. And then number 2 is I technically almost beat the game live last week. So what happened was, while we were playing live, as you know, when you lose, you go back to your last save. I did not know that there was a technique where you could actually save before a choice that you make, or just at any point in the game that you could save and it would just take you to that exact state. I assumed the game would only let you save and go back to the parts where you stop in between cases and investigations. So when I lost, because towards the end of the game there's a part where you're basically you're answering a bunch of questions and you're transitioning from a case to something else entirely, and I only had like maybe one chance left to not lose, and I lost. I fumbled, so I had to go back and redo that entire part, to which I said, okay, I'm gonna use the save technique, because I looked it up online and I was like, you know, there's got to be an easier way to be able to make progress. Like, how do I like make sure that I'm not losing all of my progress every time I lose? Like, there's got to be some tips, and someone said you can save the game right before you lose so that you'd be able to go back. So that's what I did. I saved the game, I went back to that part, but the problem was that when I was making the choice, I was already only on 1 health and I didn't realize I hadn't saved yet. So I ended up answering the question incorrectly, lost my health, and then for some reason I think I didn't realize that I didn't have any more health. So then I saved after that. For some reason, I honestly couldn't tell you why I did it. I just did it. It is what it is. I've beaten the game now. You're about to see in this video. So I did it and I lost, and I got stuck in what Ace Attorney players know as the soft lock, which essentially just means that every time I went back to load my game, I had to lose. Every single time. There was no choices. I would load up right before the judge told me, you're done. So then I had to go back and replay the entire case on the Twitch stream, which is what the gameplay you're going to see now is. So it's not 100% candid until we get back to the part where I lose, and I say it in the video too, just so you're not confused. But yeah, so that's what happened. I'm sorry that it kind of turned out this way, but the reaction to the ending is still very candid. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, let's save it. So I learned that you can save in 2 different slots. Or not just 2 different slots, but I learned that a workaround for losing. So if you just save before you make a choice, you'll have you have something to go back to, so you don't completely lose your data, which is fire. All right, now relax. We know exactly how to do this. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta actually do this. Very well. No opening statement. So not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Okay. Order, order, Mr. Von Karma. What is the meaning of that statement just now? Bye. I didn't read the rest of that, damn it. It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. You're right. I will call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. This bubble nose blowing bum. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the rabbit beside the lake. And I also rent boats. Tonight the incident. You were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this guy is. Raise an objection. I'm not letting it slide. Wait a minute. The witness hadn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. What a joke. The witness will state his name before he blows his bubble. I'm not really sure. What do you mean? I remember, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can recall, you say. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Okay. Let's get it. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Okay, he heard a bang. Then I looked out the window. I saw a boat just floating in the lake when I heard another bang. Then, just about then, the boat comes back to shore. A man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Stupid judge. There's no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine this fool. Don't even. What? What are we talking about? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. I liked how me and him had the same energy. Very well, you may begin. Dog, are you good? Excuse me, but Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright, weird. Bro spazzing in the court of law. Crazy. Okay. It was night of 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as per usual. Right? Then I heard a bang. When I looked at the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Okay. Let's press him because I don't remember what it was. Yeah, just after midnight you say. Yeah, it's around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't clear me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Okay, that's nothing suspicious. Then I heard a bang. Bang, bang, all over you. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Okay. Are you certain? Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? By my window, outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. That's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant, and he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Oh gosh. Dad, I'm not calling him dad, bro. You got me absolutely twisted. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and he's walking by too. Did he also say I pity the fool? Because I don't know why I gave you that accent, but it sounds like that's what you should be saying. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. That was Edgeworth, boy. Is it worth passing out over, though? Oh, brother. Look at the judge shake his head. He's like, bro. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up to fail. Or for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Oh gosh. I don't know what to... Just kidding. Raise objection. Got me messed up. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly! That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. Your Honor, the witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Record. That's how we would say it. Record, not record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Bro's already slept on the floor. Can a bailiff please escort his sleepy ass out of here? The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Oh, well. Oh, wow. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, bro. We're gonna be back on it, though. Yep, here we go. And we know who that is. Who was that just now? Me? Huh? What? Larry, what are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Larry's always doing this, bro. Like, always trying to, like, leave a smudge on my career. Bro, back up. Judge, order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict hasn't been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. Just so you say you heard a gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Yeah, let's let you testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. All right. Let's get it. Lock in, Phoenix. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. What a waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? Sorry, I'm parched. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Okay. Back in the running. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Okay. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. What? This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony would be full of holes, right? That's what I'm saying. Pay attention. Jesus Christ. That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Alright, Larry, don't disappoint, bro. I need you to lock in. Lock in, Larry Butts. The court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Yeah, me too, you and me both. The night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was out looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay, that was incredibly vague. That was an unusually vague testimony, right? Even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go forward but forward, Nick. Damn Skippy. Let's get it. Alright, Nick. Alright, Larry, don't fuck this up for me, bro. Please. Night of the murder. That night, I was all out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. What were you looking for, bro? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure it was out searching for about an hour. I guess it's around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I'm yawning. I'm too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. But what did you see? Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, brother. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. A single gunshot? So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick, it's pretty witty-washy. I guess I should start working on the contradiction, sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Alright. Okay, well, we heard 2 gunshots, so... Here's our first contradiction. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lottahart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs, and the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here, so you gotta treat me nice and stuff. Okay, but Larry, let's go. Like, why are we doing this? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Alright. Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, let's lay off my boy Larry real quick while he busts down on this testimony. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. See, I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Yeah, I need to hear what that DJ was saying. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Is this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Look, wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm continuing the charade. I can't either, but let's get it. Alright. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. See, I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying too when it happened. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you should see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. What about this? Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence. It doesn't? I don't see any. Nope. Yep, this is what I was talking about, y'all. This is what I was talking about. You get something wrong, you gotta save the date. Really? Objection overruled? Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Yeah, that was my fault. That didn't go so well. When she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy... Alright, bro. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I ever heard, but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. We've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. I heard the gunshot. Was that it? No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm getting penalized again. Okay. Oops. I thought so. It has to be something to do with the 24th. There it is. The actual picture itself. Larry, are you absolutely sure that's what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, and he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and it's almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was Christmas Eve still, right? That would seem to be the case, yes, but he should have said after, what? But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's just see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25 at 12:15 a.m., 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Yup, it sure is. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I mean, Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. There was a gunshot before midnight? Oh, brother. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would still seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Y'all like the way I cook in this courtroom. Y'all should have never doubted me. I'm Phoenix Wright, not Phoenix wrong. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Well, hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. First of all, oh god, I didn't realize. Oh no. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. The camera itself is? Mr. Wright, is that a smoke oh, well. Oh, I might lose. Please show the court if you have any. About loud noises? I mean, it's literally just the photo. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I Okay. Save this, because we're getting cooked. We're getting cooked. Okay, we're on our last health bar. I'll ask you again, can you prove? What? The autopsy report, the camera, the photo. Is it just the photo? Okay, yep, well, we're cooked. We're cooked, we're done. We're done. No. Yes, okay, we know. Miles, you're guilty, bro. Look, I might have forgotten what the proof was. I forgot what the proof was. Relax. Yes. Game over. Continue. Fired 3 times? Is it the gun? This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Okay. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes. If we don't figure this out right now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There could be no other murderer than here than Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Miles Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Okay, one fell off the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter, and it couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 12:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Will be Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Yep. You already know we gotta save. You know we have to save. No, sir. The murderer's name is... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? But where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge exactly where the murder took place. In the freaking shack, my brother. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with anyone... Sorry. That way he could meet with anyone... What the hell am I talking about? That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. I love this. This is when some real truth comes out, when this starts playing in my ear. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Wait, what? He finds it just a boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned on a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night at Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning, I can take it slow, and I might just be able to figure this whole thing out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. That is a crazy face to be making, but I guess what other face could you be making if you're about to get murdered? This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol that night, Mr. Wright? The caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Yup, save. Asking me a question? You know I'm about to hit that save button. Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of your explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. To create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot that ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Okay. Judge. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Oh my gosh, I really cooked. Everyone's speechless. Even the judge, he's like, I gotta contemplate. Let me rub my temples a little bit. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Oh boy, oh Nelly, oh Nelly. Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. Take a sip of water, I'm parched. Oh, this crime solving got me, kind of thirsty. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Oh God. All right, well, there's that. There's that. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. I like how the judge is on timing this episode. Like, he was never like this before. Now he decides to lock in. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, well, at least we got out from underneath that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with this testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down in the wire all the time. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little, relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right, there's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. So there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Okay. We getting some backstory. Okay, I can respect it. Oh yeah, you already know. We gotta hit that save button. Gotta hit that save button. Hit that save button. Hit that save button. Hit that save button. Right. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat too. Pause, no diddy. I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy, you guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Relax. Let's just talk about it. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's 2. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Okay. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school is really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, the kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Oh, no, you got me twisted. This is actually hazing or harassment of some sort. It has to be. This is too foul. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. You did it. Dang, yeah, they're on my back. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought that I'd done it. Go over there and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Yeah, here we go. We gotta give him this. We gotta give him this voice real quick. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he stole it. He did it. He's the one. Why don't you all just shut up? Aw, bro. No, you gotta be kidding me with this fit. Bro looks like he should be living off the tracks. I don't mean to be judgmental or anything, but look at them shoes. That band-aid looks crazy. Just sitting off of his foot, bro. Or off his knee. With the wife beater on. Digging up his nose. Oh, nah. This is always how it is. Oh, everybody ganging up and picking on one person. I just know how he feels. But he said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Okay, Larry. I guess you were a real day one, huh? Back there with your wife beater and boogers on. Attitude on. Very well, I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Oh, brother. That's how it happened. After that, the 3 of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally. See, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Okay, after the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine whenever he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Sure. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident? Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he became who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not, in court. This is ultimate glazing. I would never become a lawyer for another man. And I'll stand on that. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one, and for that matter, not for a girl either. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah, I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember it. Just saying I'd do it for free, right? Pay up, I ain't running no charity. Oh, Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth. This is the last thing we do, okay? Right, very well maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who? I guess I can clean out some of his evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's save this here. Alright, let's move and go to the Gourd Lake entrance. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my thigh in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm out to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lana was camping? The woods off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, yada yada yada. Move over to the boat rental shop. Yep, the old caretaker. Grossberg. And this is where Grossberg tells us about the breakdown of the DL6 incident, or not here, but this is where we're able to find out more about it at some point. Owen's home. There's Polly. Let's examine Polly some. Is she gonna say anything? Okay. Let's go over to this logbox. Okay, and then we get that letter. All right. All right, it's time to move. Because now we've got our evidence. Now we can go back to the entrance, and now we can move to Grossberg's office. Oh, no, we can't? Really? Huh. Alright, then let's go to the detention center. Sure, we can talk to Edgeworth. Just hear him talk a bit and go over the story, which you already know. His father and the bailiff were both caught in the elevator. Then the bailiff started freaking out. Then Edgeworth started crying through the gun. Potentially killed the bailiff. By Yanni Yogi, who is the bailiff who was trapped in the elevator with his father. During that day, there was an earthquake. Elevator messed him up, got him trapped. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to make it to the trial, bro. That way we can redo this entire thing. Have our hands clean of it. We can go to Grossberg's. No. Grossberg's will tell us what's up. Golly molly. Googly moogly. About Edgeworth's father. And they bring up the spirit medium. I'm telling them that Von Karma was the one who wrote that letter. And let's talk to him about it. Okay, let's hear more about their battle. And they talk about how Edgeworth's father was the one who put a blemish on Von Karma's record. And after this, we'll need to go to the police records. We go to the police, and that's when we find Von Karma in his disgusting face, bro. I can't stand that look he was giving me. Use the records room. This face is nightmare fuel, bro. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow's trial. Yeah, I'm gonna present this letter to him. Yep. This dude's such a slimy, grimy twerp, bro. Twerp? Yeah, that's when he tases the crap out of both of us. Dang, this sucks. Maya's crying because she feels useless for not being able to get in the way of the whole thing. Right, here we go. All right. Woo! All right, everyone. This is me running it all back. I am running everything back. This is for all of the marbles. I have now learned of a new saving technique where you can save before you make any critical decisions, which I really wish I knew that before, because there's so many times during this playthrough where I wasted probably close to 30 minutes of trial time, investigation time, over silly mistakes. But hey, look, that is neither here nor there. We're here on the final day. The final day, and likely the final case, right? Because I think DO6 is the last case, right? We're gonna solve both of these open cases in this one go. So let's get it done, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor. See you in the court. The only thing that shall prevail is the truth. Can I get an amen? This is it. This is Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Whoa, what's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock wasn't worn off, or hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Still crazy. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh yeah, pal. Whoa, yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, how's Miss Edgeworth? Good morning, Miss Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. It's for all the marbles, baby. We made it to court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Kalmer, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Bring him in, bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where we witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Okay. Okay. Like, bro. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Okay, we know the hole in this one. Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay. Okay, so before every cross-examination, we save. We save. We save in the slot number 2. We do 2 and 3. Alright. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I just went to buy food for Polly. See, I figured I didn't have anything to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man and who he is. Do that, and the motive will prove itself. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I just did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. I only have thrown them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't interested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Well, nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your freaking senses. I figured I had nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Or do you? Or do you? Well, I don't have the letter, so... I'm pretty sure it had something to do with, I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Maybe it's this? No. Okay, nice. Yep. We're just gonna load. Okay. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. Need one of those motive things. Didn't I just do that? isn't. It figures the judge would have heard of it. Here we go. It was such a famous case. But okay. Hold up, Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with you. Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Like, I knew his name, but nah, don't take chances. You see, before I worked the kid, okay, burned his fingerprints off. Freak. I'd like to cross-examine the parrot. Yeah. This is where we start. We pull in the parrot for questioning. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Bro, we really brought a parrot to the stand. It kills me every time I see this. It's like, bro, what are we on? Witness testimony. All it did was go hello, but we know what to do. We know what to do. We know exactly what to do. Of course it does, so I know exactly how. I'll show you the page it's on, brother. But first I gotta look myself. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. That's right. Number 3 in the suspect data section. Got his fiance's name in it. Have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6, but then he retrained her. This is a safe number. Case summary is case summary. That's right, because it's the date of that the murder actually occurred. Yeah, bro, and then he perks up. Says I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. Because Yanni Yogi was the dude in the elevator. He was accused of killing Edgeworth's dad. But in fact, I mean, I don't think he did, but Hammond, his attorney, was basically saying that you just plead that you're, like, unstable. So... okay, yeah, here we go. Claim that you're unstable, which kind of hurt his reputation. And now he's like, I need to get my revenge on Edgeworth for basically causing that. Yeah, of course. Alright, we're about to get to where we left off. We're almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there, brothers and sisters. Alright, this is when court ends. Alright. This is where we save. Or actually, no, we'll save at the top of it. This is the final bout. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after a very painful loss in the court of law. In the previous video, we are back. We are back. We are ready to take this head on. This is, I believe, the final case that we need to get through in order to become an ace attorney. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to lock in with me, because there's only one thing that shall prevail: the truth. Okay, you don't want to shake my hand? Okay, let's just get it over with. All right, Judge, take it away. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. All right, let's get it done then. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? All right, Edgeworth, we already know your testimony, sir. I believe we know most of the beginning part of this. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail that didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but if only I can get it to work. Please, please. Let's get this. Let's get this bread. Tell you, we're not quitters. We're not quitters. Okay, we know. We know how this goes. The whole thing, through your gun, you heard a scream, it was terrible. You didn't like that. We heard it. Alright. So there was a dream that he said he had, right? I have to remember what piece of evidence it was, right? I believe it was the photograph. If it was a photograph, I don't know if it was a photograph or if it was the bullet or what. But we definitely do have... We got some evidence. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. There we go. Boom, first try. Let's get it. So there was only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Miss Gregory Edgeworth, lying there, but what do you mean, a contradiction? Just as I thought, the judge is clueless as always. Here's the contradiction right here, this bullet hole. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does not seem to confirm a second shot, does seem to confirm the second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, this has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Show us your proof? Yeah, I will after I hit the save button real quick. You can wait a second. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me. Yeah, I got 3 save slots. I got one for the chapter, and then I got 2 for I got 1 for the trial, and then I got 2 for the instances that I'm on, bro. I am not slipping up at all. I refuse. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to the incident? Okay, no clues found at the scene. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident? Was it the case file? Your Honor, the answer is in this file. Do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Oh, brother. Let me just... It's on case summary. I think. Let me check on it again. One bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what's written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Okay. Okay, and to that I say, order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, I thought I saw the photograph. I thought that the second shot had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who'd fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you have killed your father, though. That was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well, the statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection. Your Honor. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick, I don't know. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. Huh? What? What did you just say? Nothing. Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? We just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer! The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to... No, the murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor, I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Oh, brother. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yeah. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yeah. Yeah, this is where the train of thought we ended up on that we had to restart for. I don't know if that sentence made any sense, but you get it. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the Deal 6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify I got the hiccups. Oh, nah. Good lord. Have him testify. Nick, Let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. Yup, hit that save button. You know, Phoenix want to get crazy? I'm down, but we gotta hit that save button first. Alright, here we are. What? The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot was... Let's check the file. Okay. It's not that. It's not the file. I would have to assume it's the bullet. What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you would. Right, penalty. Okay. We're right where we started. I'm making the same mistakes as yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. I'm really not sure I managed to make it far. Please consider your evidence. Would it be... It's not the thing, bro. The pistol? Is it the same pistol? Fired 3 times and shot and killed. Okay, so... Found the victim's body. Overhead of Gourd Lake. This is the lake. Right now, we're talking about something completely different. The photograph? What the hell could it be? Okay, now we gotta load this. We gotta run this back. Okay. Okay, let's hit him with, metal detector. So it's not either of those two things. It's not the DL6 case file. The gun? What? That proves Von Karma was shot. A bullet? I don't know, bro. Would it be the case file again? Did I select that before? Okay. Okay, they're tripping. Alright, let's hit this with another load. Oh no, we can't. Hold on. Oh, I messed this up. What would it be? The parrot? Wouldn't be the parrot. Okay, well. Let's just we gotta hit him back with a load. Pause. Crazy. This? The autopsy report? Okay. We're just gonna keep loading. We're gonna keep loading until we get it. I still don't know what it is. That proves Von Karma was shot. A useful detection device. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. My God, it's still in his fucking shoulder. There's no shot. Oh my gosh, bro. Ain't no way. This game never ceases to amaze me, bro. Never. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. But hold on, aren't bullets made of lead? Wouldn't that be lead poisoning, or am I thinking of something else? Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, bro, only an ace attorney. What the heck, bro? In the court of law, we're really gonna have this? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. How does he make it through metal detectors? I guess metal detectors can be configured to allow certain amounts of metal. They're only configured to do certain amounts. So yeah, I guess I can see it, but still, that's wild. Look at him. Oh, he's sweating. It actually is. What the fuck, bro? I refuse. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Oh my gosh. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that will be allowed to use the defense request that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Oh my gosh, enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Telling another man to submit to getting scanned by a metal detector is crazy, but I'm here for it. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh my gosh, bro. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. What? But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course it can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. Nah, we still have that bag. I still have that bag, you prick. Don't play with me. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. Nah, don't play with me, bro. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. And let's go. That's the energy I needed. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? And I can link that bullet in your DL6 in your shoulder from the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Oh yeah, bro, what about that bullet, bro? That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Okay. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, because if oh my gosh, if Von Karma was the one who shot his dad through the freaking door, then that bullet would match the ballistic markings of what I have. Right? Right? Oh, see, I thought I was cooking for a second. I was thinking maybe if he had the bullet, if he shot the bullet and it hit his dad, Edgeworth's dad, right? Right in the chest. Then they pulled that bullet. That would be the bullet from the incident. And so the markings from that bullet would be from the gun that was used by Von Karma. That would be the bullet that came out of his dad, right? So we would have to, bro, I don't know. That's crazy. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of the weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with, so we would find the weapon. I don't know. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. All right. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, and the second bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Okay, I was under the assumption that he actually wouldn't let me take the bullet out, but if he does, then yeah, that's where my brain was going. I just stopped myself because I was thinking, yo, he'll never let us take the bullet. But honestly, if this is demanded by the court, then he kind of has to do it. Well, Mr. Von Karma. Yup, go crazy on the stand. We know how it goes. Yep, this is crazy. Grown-ass man, by the way. Relax. That scream. Ooh, and Edgeworth is gonna recognize the scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Okay, yeah, all right, we're here. We've arrived, ladies and gentlemen. The final conclusion. Edgeworth, it's the scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Oh my gosh. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me. So it was you. Bro, this is a grown man. This could not be me. Wow, you need some dignity, sir. Stand on business. Oh, this is whack. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. What? Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning sensation in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was destiny. Oh, brother, give me a fucking break with this destiny garbage. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring it into this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. Alright. It's a wrap, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty, baby. And that's how we roll in the court of law, baby. Ace Attorney, call me Phoenix Wright because I'm always right. I be in here rocking these long journeys. I put my defendants or my attackers, and I put my you know what I'm saying? I put my attackers in the gurney. You know, I don't know where I was going with that freestyle. That is all. The court is adjourned. Let's get it. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I do this. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool. But inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was pretty sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this. I know, try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Nah, Edgeworth needs a new name. He needs a new voice now, I feel. Like, he's come through with some, like, real heartfelt change in his life. We gotta give him this. All right, what kind of voice do we give him? We'll see. Okay, you got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Ooh. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I know I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woo. Okay, we gotta change the voice. Okay, pretend like this is his voice change, okay? I feel foolish. Don't worry, I'll take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Okay, Lotta, what's up? Join the party? What's good, girl? Lotta, y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You couldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what you gonna do now, Lotta? Oh, sorry, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Oh, Larry, it's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face like, oh, let me guess. Latrice broke up with you. Or was it Latrice? What was her name? Gladys, bro? What was it? Lateran? Ladder? Lotta? No, that's Lotta Hart. What was it? I think it was like Catherine. Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Huh? You don't look sick. It's Keonce. Oh, Keonce, that was her name. How did I get? Whoa, I pulled out so many names that were not that. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris, Nick. Paris. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison. Oh wait, when he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Yeah? Well, yeah, it's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? Hey, 38? No. Oh my gosh, are you freaking for real, bro? Larry stole the lunch money? See, this is why you can't even trust the ones closest to you, bro. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then you saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Right, man? I was getting belittled and bullied and shit, and like, bro. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. but there you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. All right. Oh yeah, this is how this works. I get you off the hook and you like roast me? Like, what is this? Yeah, but you get worked up too easily too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I know and I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up and I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me. Okay, photo time. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Okay, let's see the picture. Oh, what? Okay, the offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep? What's this? A letter? What is this? Huh? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, no, she's leaving? No. Goodbye. What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. Bro. Oh, y'all gonna give me this? I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. No! 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 Be good, okay? No! No, I'm committing a crime as soon as you step foot on that train. Oh, wait. Wait, what? I never could have saved did he have, hold on. Did he just object to her getting on the train? That's, okay, top tier. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence. This right here. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to Deal 6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Okay, give me that promise. You gotta shake on it. You gotta shake on it. I swear to God, Maya, if I boot up Ace Attorney 2 and you are not there, we're gonna have some words. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Okay. So this is it. See you soon, Maya. Okay, Maya. Peace. Wow. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Nick. Wow. Oh, I didn't think it would hit me like this. No. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't you think you've graduated yet, amateur? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, what is this? What is this little exposition? Okay! We're playing Ace Attorney 2 tomorrow. Nah, I'm playing. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he came, and then he hung his head low and went right back outside. I forgot to do his voice. I'm so hyped right now. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Okay. Oh, this is such a good game. Oh, bro. Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh, but you still out here, Larry, you still out here getting womanizing and getting taken advantage of? Honestly, you deserve it. Out here chasing the wrong girls. Oh, look at this dude. Forgot this is the guy who had constipation issues. Right? I don't remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, I'm not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Okay, brother. Sure. Like, what? Oh, yeah, bro. This is so nice. This is so nice. Oh, the butler. What's up, bro? Bellboy? Phoenix Wright. Oh, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Mr. Bellboy? Are we going to get to see some of the other people I put into jail? I wish they would say something about me. Yeah, Mr. Grossberg. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Oh, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I love this. I love this so much. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting one of the demons? Oh my gosh, yeah, Central. Get the fuck off my screen already. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Old Bag. I didn't like voicing her character too much. Okay. Oh, we got the Steel Samurai himself. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure that I owe that Mr. Wright and... Oh, wait, a lot. Oh, and I keep my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Okay. Love that. Love that. Yeah. I'm Mr. Wright. Yeah. Ace Attorney. I'm about to conclude on my journey. Yeah. I got the audience behind me. They want to hear my objections. Yeah. I'm about to turn this whole thing into a new direction. Yeah. 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 Just wait. I got all the clues. I'm about to turn this into an A-tier inspection. Yeah. 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 The way I prosecute, you'd think I'd have to execute literally everything I do. Yeah. But I'm Ace Attorney out of do. Yeah. I'll be lawyering up. Yeah. I'm the dude now. Now I'm talking to Cody Baggins. He was, oh wait, was it Haggins or Haggins? I don't know. Freestyle's dead, but hey. Yeah. What a dog. It was kind of a shock. Yeah, man. I'm still hitting the feels right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this whole thing. Might be an extra credit scene. Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Yeah? Tell us about it. Oh. Yeah. 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 Even got me in the photo, yeah. As you can see, I'm the Ace Attorney out here. And I'm putting my opponents on a gurney. Yeah, it's not the end of the journey. We got other things to play in this trilogy. Okay, now we gotta come up with a rap for Ace Attorney. A brand new episode has been added. What? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking about this, because this is weird. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game. If you like this episode, if you like this entire series, smack that like button like it owes you lunch money, or like it owes you the money that somebody stole from you years ago, 15 years ago to be exact. make sure that you slap that like button, leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you let me know in the comment section if you want to see more Phoenix Wright. We are going to play the second game, okay? We're going to play the third game more than likely, and we're probably going to play other games in the series. This will be a mainstay on the channel. I love Ace Attorney. I love games like this. I love visual novels. I love anime. This is a great tie-in to all these whodunits, things like that. This is going to stay around for a very long time, okay? Now, aside from that, I want you guys to let me know what you want me to do about the bonus episode, because there seems to be a bonus episode that I didn't know about. Personally, I thought the bonus episode or bonus case was the DL6 tie-in with the whole Edgeworth murdering someone on a lake, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So let me know in the comment section below. Do we want more Ace Attorney right away? Do we want to play the bonus episode? Should I play that, you know, off stream? That might be something I do. I might play it off stream, record it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you guys want me to play it, let me know in the comment section below. I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming through and watching. And like always, remember, the truth will always prevail. Okay? And remember to object in the face of a lie. I love y'all, bro. And I will see y'all in the very next video. Peace.